Perakim Yuted Ad Chaf in Sefer Shemot. This is a review of what we did before vacation. The Hakdama, the introduction. בחודש השלישי לצאת בני ישראל מארץ מצרים ביום הזה באו מדבר סיני. So the third month after בני ישראל left מצרים, they got into Har Sinai. ויסעו מרפידים ויבואו מדבר סיני ויחנו במדבר ויחן שם ישראל נגד ההר. And they went from Refidim and they got to Midbar Sinai and they settled in the Midbar. Vayichan Sham. Notice how it says it in singular. Vayichan Yisrael, and they were sitting Neged Har, facing the mountain. Moshe ala el ha-Elohim vayikra elav Adonai min har lemor. Ko tomar levet Yaakov v'taged livnei Yisrael. And Moshe went up to Hashem, and Hashem called out to him from the mountain and said, "This is what you should tell Bnei Israel. Atem re'item asher asita leMitzrayim va'aseh etchem al kanfei nesharim ve'avi etchem elai." You saw what I did to Mitzrayim, and I brought you to me, and I brought you on the kanfei of the nesharim, the wings of the eagle, and I brought you to me. Ve'ata im shamoa tishma'u bekoli ushmartem et beriti v'hiyitem li sigula mikol ha'amim ki li kol ha'aretz. And if you listen to me, and listen to whatever I tell you, and keep my berit, you will be for me different, separate from all the other nations. V'atem tiyu li mamlechet kohanim v'goy kadosh ela hadivarim asher tidaber el bnei Israel. And you will be a holy nation and priests amongst the other nations. And this is what you should tell Bnei Israel. Pasuk Zayin. Vayavo Moshe vayikra leziknei ha'am vayasem mifnehem et kol hadivrim ha'ele asher tzivahu Adonai. Moshe went and told the elders and the wise of Bnei Israel, and he told them everything that Hashem said. Vayanu kol ha'am yachdav, and the whole nation answered, Vayomru kol asher diber Adonai na'aseh. Whatever Hashem says, we will do. Vayeshev Moshe et divrei ha'am el Hashem. And Moshe went back and told Hashem what Bnei Israel said. So what does Hashem want from us? Ma mevakesh borei olam. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe, Hine anochi ba elecha be'av ha'enan ba'avor yishma ha'am bedabri imach v'gam becha ya'aminu le'olam. Vayeged Moshe et divrei ha'am el Hashem. And Hashem said to Moshe, I am coming to you in a form of a cloud, and that the nation will hear me talking to you, and the nation will believe in you forever and ever. And Moshe went back and told Hashem what the Bnei Israel said. So if you remember, we asked, what did Bnei Israel say? There's no mention in Pasuk Tet of Bnei Israel speaking. Pasuk Yud, V'yomer Hashem al Moshe, Lech al ha'am v'kidashtem hayom u'machar v'kibsusim notam. Hashem told Moshe, let them go down, and they are going to yikadesh et atzvam. They are going to sanctify themselves, and they're going to change their clothes. Vayu nechonim layom hashlishi, and they're going to be ready for the third day. Ki vayom hashlishi yired Adonai le'enei kol ha'am al har Sinai. Because on the third day, Hashem is going to come down in front of everybody. והגבלת את העם סביב לאמור הישמרו לכם עלות בהר ונגוע בקצהו כל הנוגע בהר מות יומת. And you are going to make a givul, a boundary around the Har, and everyone should be careful not to touch Har Sinai, because if they touch it, mot yumat, they are going to die. לא תיגע בו יד, כי סקול יסקל, או ירע ייראה. אם בהמה, אם איש, לא יחיה במשוך היובל, המה יעלו בהר. No one shall touch the mountain, no one shall go up the mountain, because they will be killed. Yudalid. Vayered Moshe min ha'ar el ha'am vayikadesh et ha'am vayikabasu simlotam. Moshe came down the mountain. Notice the word vayered, and he sanctified them, and they changed their clothes. Vayomer el ha'am heyu nechonim l'shoshet yamim al tikshu elisha. And Moshe told the nation, you should be ready for the third day. Do not touch your wife. Do not have any relations with your wife. Some questions on the Peshat that we asked. Pasuk Tet, Ma amar Moshe. What did Moshe tell Hashem? To Ha'im Moshe haya tzarich laredet v'la'alot kedei ledaber im borei olam. So why did Moshe have to go down and go up in order to speak to Hashem? What is it trying to tell us? In Pasuk Yudalid, Ma pirush hamilah vayikadesh. What is the meaning of the word vayikadesh? I want you to write those answers down in your notebook. Hachanot, preparations. Vayhi bayom hashlishi v'hiyot haboker v'hi kolot berakim v'anan kaved al har v'kol shofar chazak me'or v'yichared kol ha'am asher b'machaneh. It was on the third day in the morning. They heard loud sounds and thunder, and there was a heavy cloud on the har, and they heard a loud sound like a shofar, very, very, very strong, and they were very scared. ויוצא Moshe את העם לקראת Elohim, and Moshe had to bring out Bnei Israel and bring them out to Hashem, והתייצבו בתחתית ההר, and they were standing under the har. A question is, what does that mean that they were standing under the har? That will be in Midrash we're going to learn. Pasuk Yirche. V'har Sinai ashan kulo mipnei asher yarad elav Adonai ba'esh, v'ya'al ashono ke'eshen hakivshan, v'yichareh kol har me'od. And Har Sinai, the whole thing was covered in smoke and thick cloud, and there was fire on it, and it was like a very, very heavy black smoke, and the whole nation was afraid. I want you to imagine the imagery that the Torah is trying to portray. You taste the smoke, you feel the black thickness of it. Yute. Vahi kol hashofar holech v'chazek me'od Moshe yidaber v'Elohim ya'anin b'kol. Plan A was that Moshe was going to speak and Hashem was going to respond. So Bnei Israel was supposed to hear Hashem speak, and Moshe was going to be his messenger. That was plan A. Haf ve'yered Adonai al har Sinai el rosh hahar ve'ikra Adonai leMoshe el rosh hahar ve'ya'al Moshe. And again Hashem came down and called Moshe, and Moshe went up. Think about the imagery of going down and going up. Chaf Aleph. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe ered ha'am ba'am pen yiheresu el Adonai lerot v'nafal mimenu rav. Hashem said, Bnei Israel are very afraid of me speaking. Go down before everybody dies. V'gam ha'kohanim hanigashim el Adonai yitkadeshu pen yifrotz b'hem Adonai. Vayomer Moshe el Adonai lo yuchal ha'am la'alot al har Sinai ki ata he'edota banu lemor hagbel at har v'kidashto. Vayomer elav Adonai lech red ve'alita ata o Aaron ve'akohanim ve'am al yiheresu la'alot el Adonai pen yifratz bam. Again, there's Moshe going down and going up and going down and going up. What is this trying to tell us? Pasuk Zayin. Questions that I want you to write in your notebook. Efo hayu b'nei Israel b'yom shelishi. Where was b'nei Israel on the third day? Pasuk Yiteh. Ma omer borei olam o ma omer Moshe. What does Hashem say and what does Moshe answer? Pasuk Haf. Halo borei olam yarad al har Sinai u Moshe ala rosh har. Didn't Borei Olam already come down to Har Sinai and Moshe already went up? Pasuk Chaf Aleph. Matai kara perek Chaf Pesukim Tet Vav and Yud Chet. When did the Pesukim Tet Vav and Yud Chet happen? Okay, now what you're going to do on your own is to read the Rashi and give ta'arichim, give dates according to these 7 things. 1. Yitziat Mitzrayim. 2. Bnei Israel higiu lahar Sinai. 3. Moshe alar v'sha'al al haberi. 4. Moshe hishiv et divrei ha'am el Hashem. 5. Hatchalat shalosh imei hagbala. 6. Yom sheni shel hagbala. 7. Ma'amad har Sinai. Okay, the nation's reaction to Guvat Ha'am. V'kol ha'am ro'im et hakolot et halapidim et kol ha'shofar ve'et ha'har ashan v'yar ha'am v'yanu v'yamdu merachok. And the nation saw what was happening in Har Sinai, and they were so afraid that they were standing from far. V'yomeru al Moshe daber ata imanu v'nishma'a ve'al yidaber imanu elihim penamu. And Bnei Israel said to Moshe, we want you to speak to us, and we will listen because we don't want to die if Hashem speaks to us. Pasuk Tazayin. Vayomer Moshe el ha'am al tira'u ki leba'avor nasot etchem baha Elohim uba'avor tiyeh yirato al penechem lebilti tehetahu. Moshe says, do not be afraid. We're not going to die. Vidayin. Vayamor ha'am merachok u'Moshe nigash el ha'arafel asher sham Elohim. The nation stood far, and Moshe went closer to the thick cloud that was there. Yudchet vayomer Hashem el Moshe ko tamar al bnei Israel atem reitem ki min hashamayim dibarti mechem. Hashem tells Moshe, tell Bnei Israel that you see that I'm speaking to you from Shamayim. Lo ta'asuniti Elohei chesed ve'Elohei zahav lo ta'asin lechem. Mizbeach adama ta'aseh li v'zavachta elav et alotecha ve'et shelamecha et zonecha ve'et bekarecha v'chol ha'makom asher azkir et shemecha yavo olecha u'berechticha. Ve'mizbach avanim ta'aseh li lo tivneh et hen gazit ki chorbecha hanafta elahei v'tachleya. Ve'lo ta'aleh b'ma'alat al mizbechai asher lo tigale irvatecha alav. This is the first thing that Hashem is telling Bnei Israel, that they should not make any other gods, and they should not worship Hashem like the Goyim worship their gods.